I'm Jean Walker, tour guide at the Cathedral, and today I'm going to talk about the Magdalene Window above the St. Barnabas door. For many years, the glass in this window was painted green to protect the choir from bright sunlight. In 2000, an appeal began to raise money for a window to conclude with the installation of the stained glass within the cathedral. There was a consensus that this should depict the ministry of women in the church, in the scriptures, in the past and present history. And a competition for the design of the window was won by Melbourne artist David Wright. The window was dedicated in October 2001. The circle and the spiral are important elements in the design, and there are two main circular movements. One is the circle of the earth, which embraces the figures around the tomb, and the other, the sweeping circle, which takes us from the tomb through the heavens and back to Christ, half hidden in the garden on the left. God is shown at the center of the window, one single point of light. Mary Magdalene and the women come to anoint Christ's body at the tomb. One carries a jar of aromatic herbs, symbolic of the hands-on nature of much of women's ministry. The administering to the body, the dealing with unpleasant aspects of life and death. In short, the ministry of nurture. The tomb is empty except for two angels, one at the head and one at the foot of the shroud. The spiral coil suggesting the power of what has just taken place. The angels say, "He is risen, he is not here," a potent moment. The tomb itself, symbolic of the womb with its promise of rebirth, just as women know that pain precedes birth, so the pain of the crucifixion precedes the resurrection. A needle hangs from the shroud, symbolizing the never-ending work that's so often overlooked, the cleaning, the mending, etc. At this moment, the women stretch out their hands to each other, forming a supportive circle. On the left, resurrected Christ with yellow halo and outstretched arms completes the circle. The circular garden which surrounds the tomb is a promise of rebirth. It sprouts from seed to leaf to flower in response to the resurrection and spreads out to the rim of the earth. The garden is the earth spinning in space. We are one people under God, bound together on this beautiful planet. Mary Magdalene holds a womb-like egg that turns red, and she wears a mitre with a pearl in the center, symbol of Sophia, wisdom. At her feet lies the shepherd's crook, representing women's ministry of leadership in the church. At the borders of the window are fetuses in utero and red-tailed sperm. From death comes resurrection, comes new life. This brightly colored glass in the window is beautifully embraced with strong Australian sunlight, a glorious 21st century window complementing the existing windows, both traditional and contemporary, in our forward-looking cathedral.